Could it be that we've finally been given the Mario Kart in VR experience that we've been waiting for? I've been playing it on Rift and Quest, so we're about to find out. Hello and welcome back to the VR Cauldron, and it's less than 4 days until the Quest 2 starts shipping. If you're new to the channel, I've been talking a lot about the Quest 2, so if you love some Quest and VR content and want to join a fantastic community, then subscribe to stick around. You're always free to walk away at any time. So today we're taking a look at Dash Dash World from Motion X Studio, a new kart racing game that's out now on Quest and Rift for $25 or £18.99. It'll be on Steam in November and PSVR next year. Whilst people have been talking about upcoming games like Population Microtransactions 1, I've heard absolutely nothing about this game. Out of the blue, I was contacted by the devs after they saw a pic of me and my son doing the VR on Instagram, and they said they were after videos of people playing it on 2 devices in the same room, and that they were willing to send me a copy of the game on both Quest and Rift. Well, obviously I said yes, even though my son was only 4 and hadn't actually played a racing game before, but you can see how he did near the end of the video, so stick around for that. Plus, I don't often get devs reaching out like that, being a small channel, and last time I did, I actually trashed the game. So let's see if Dash Dash World fares any better. I'll also compare the Rift and Quest versions, so in we go. So when you get into the game, you'll be greeted by some of the most polished menus to be found in virtual reality. It's got a really nice anime style, but done in a Sugar Rush from Wreck-It Ralph kind of way. The music is great, and the little comic strips in the loading screens are also a nice touch that reminded me of the Street Fighter V story mode. There are loads of comfort options that are all basically there to reduce the field of view, since that's what causes the motion sickness. I don't like it, but it's really nice to have the feature for anyone that wants it. There's already a load of customization options that I've seen, and I haven't even scratched the surface. Guess how many customization options there are?
1 million.
More.
100 billion.
1 trillion, according to the devs. A lot of time and effort has obviously gone into the presentation of this game. This may want the title of Mario Kart VR, but it's definitely no rip-off. But so far, I've only talked about the menus and the presentation. Where this game really needs to succeed is the actual racing. I remember buying a kart game for the Gear VR, and it looked pretty good, but it was actually terrible. Well, I'm extremely happy to report that the slick presentation of the menus extends into the game experience too. The tracks are astonishing. The Liberty starter track is nice, but some of the others are an absolute joy to race around, from getting blasted in the face by some huge giant goddess. And finally, a loop-de-loop in a VR racing game that actually feels like I'm going upside down. I've done loops in Redout, Grip, V-Racer, and none of them actually felt like I was going upside down on a loop-de-loop. Well, it looks like I had to let go of the future and embrace the sugar. The track is called Slush Factory, I think, but weirdly it has a Christmas theme. So loop-the-loops and Santa Claus, Father Christmas, this is some never seen before cutting edge stuff.
The super duper looper. It's the only way.
I did kind of wonder if it was a reference, because I noticed a daily quest that has the best reference ever.
Not the bears.
I never thought I'd actually get a real reason to use that, so thank you, Motion X. So the actual racing is fast and furious. Although these are karts, you really do get a sense of speed, and learning how to drift around corners to build up your boost gauge and then boosting out feels like I've actually got some sort of skill. You pick up power-ups in the same way you do in Mario Kart by driving over them, but what I love here is that you're not punished by being at the front. I'm not stuck with a never-ending supply of bananas just because I'm winning. The power-ups are amazing, from the Red Bull that gives you super speed, the range of guns like the Uzi, the minigun, and the egg-shooting chicken. I love the way you have to grab them from the side of the car. It all adds to the immersion. Speaking of immersion, the only real disappointing thing about the game was the so-called immersive controls. When I first booted up the game, it forced me into a tutorial, and for some reason I couldn't access any settings before I'd finished it. Luckily, it didn't take long, but the game defaulted to using the analog stick to steer, and I was really looking forward to actually steering like we did in Mario Kart Wii. So after the tutorial ended, I activated the immersive controls that would allow exactly that. Sadly, they didn't quite work as I expected they would. Now, instead of a button to activate the boost, there's a lever that you have to grab and pull. It works okay, but it's a bit fiddly, and the lever and the right-hand side of the steering wheel seem to get in the way of each other, and when you want to grab one, you always end up grabbing the other. Also, when you're steering, if you physically steer beyond the limit of the game steering wheel, the game doesn't account for it and starts to steer back the other way the moment you begin to center the wheel. This results in a weird, annoying situation where you have to
turn right to go left. Yes!
Well, nearly. You end up turning left just to be able to drive straight on. Another issue with the immersive controls is that if you reverse the view to look back at people coming from behind, the game suddenly thinks you're steering in the opposite direction, so it all gets messed up and you start going the other way. It was a shame the immersive controls didn't quite work, but I quickly got over it because actually the analog controls work really well, mainly because I really needed that hand free to grab the power-ups, and quite often I was racing along ready with a weapon to take out anyone who dared to try to overtake me. After beating the computer a few times, I decided I'd head into a random multiplayer race to see how that worked, and it works really well. No one seems to be warping about and it all ran really smoothly, both on Quest and Rift. And if it wasn't for some Dom Toretto wannabe, I would have won my first race. I almost had him.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Maybe I'll double clutch next time. Despite the kid-friendly visuals, the game does have surprising depths, not only in the customization, but the gameplay options are also vast. You can go full-on street racer and tune your kart. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So how about the kids? Is it something they'll like? Well, since I got the game, my son turned 5, so let's see if the extra year helps him know what's going on. He was in the Quest, and I was on the Rift, and don't worry, he wasn't in it for long, but he does recommend the thick head strap from VR cover, as it means it actually fits him.
Right, hold the button, Will. Hold the button, the grip button. No, the grip button. The one you pick stuff up. Yeah, that's it. Hey! Okay, you go around the circle. You're doing quite well, you're doing quite well. Do you know these, Oh, you're going quite fast. If you get one of them, you'll have like a surprise now. What's this? Oh, you crashed. You coming? Where are you going? Where are you, Will? Are you going past me? Yeah, we'll go. Go on, drive. Go, go, go. Ah! Oh, that makes you go really fast. It's like Red Bull giving you wings. This is good, Will. Oh, watch out for those. Oh, you hit the hay bale. Oh, you're back again. Watch out for the alpacas. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you when you come past, Will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and get you. Don't forget to, don't let go of that button to make you go forward, yeah? Come on. Oh no, it makes me the police. I don't know why it makes me the police, but it does. Will, no, you've turned around, don't turn around. You're going the wrong way, Will, turn. Ah! Turn around, yeah, that's it. Go that way, go that way. Oh, I was aiming for you and I got someone else. Oh, you beat me, that's right. It's over.
Hello.
Well, he certainly enjoyed it, although he did ask to get back to his Paw Patrol jet plane after a couple of races. So how does the Quest version compare to the PC VR version? Well, I'm happy to say that it looks great on both of them. Despite the lower resolution of the Rift, everything does look more crisp, and the foveated rendering, that's the pixelation of the peripheral vision, is definitely evident. At least it is on the Quest 1. I'd like to see it on the Quest 2. Also, the nice waiting area where you're in the big stadium is noticeably blurrier on the Quest 2. That's TOO2. However, to me, apart from the resolution, the graphics seem pretty much the same. In fact, I kind of prefer them on the Quest. I noticed on the dirt track that on the Quest, the water is a simple blue without much detail, whereas on the Rift, they tried to make it a bit shimmery, more like real water. However, in a game like this, it's not really needed, and it kind of looked a bit rubbish. Like someone had dug a hole and filled it in using the hose pipes from the old fireman Sam.
Elvis, you take the hose.
Sadly, the game isn't cross-buy, which has already resulted in a few negative reviews, which is a shame because whether a game is cross-buy or not really shouldn't affect the reviews of it. Yes, it would be nice to have it, but it's not like you'd be able to do local multiplayer with it, as you'd only have the one game license. So assuming you have both headsets, which one do you buy? Well, personally, I prefer just playing it on the Quest, and on the Quest 2 it's going to be even better. Absolutely nothing is lost on the Quest, and it feels just as good, so I'd definitely get it on the headset that's being supported going forward. And if you're watching this but you hate Facebook, then just wait for the Steam VR version. The game is great and it's definitely worth getting. So what score is it going to get? Well, despite the poor immersive controls, the game is massive fun, and I'm going to now declare that VR has its marquee kart game that I enjoy just as much as Mario Kart. The game has every feature you'd want from a game like this, and you can even ignore the features that you didn't ask for. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. That's a VR Cauldron Gold. This game lives its life a quarter mile at a time, although the races are probably longer than that. So if you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you have any questions, then feel free to ask down below. Remember, if you want to stick around for the VR talk, then don't forget to subscribe, and also we've got a Discord, the links are down below. So I've been Al, thanks for watching the VR Cauldron, take care of yourselves, and I do hope to see you next time. See ya! When I'm upside down.